hood, falling out the hood, falling getting money like a real one should. I'ma take a sip, get a little lit back in a bit, meditate, I think I should. No, we ain't friends, got me on 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, the day has finally come. Pierre Luc Dubois is no longer a Winnipeg Jet. Let's go! And the best part, we didn't get ripped off in a stupid trade to Montreal. The LA Kings overpay for Pierre Luc Dubois. He is gone. He is an LA King. Let's talk about it. Oh, I'm happy. I was not looking forward to this Dubois trade because deep down, I just felt like the Jets were going to get ripped off. It really felt that way. And I don't know. I'm really happy with the way this trade worked out. Kings fans, good luck. You're getting a man that has quit on every team he's ever played for, so I don't give a shit that he signed an 8x8.5 contract. He'll probably want out in 3 years if you guys aren't doing too hot. So have fun with that. We'll take Vilardi and Iafallo, and my god, a second-round pick and a pretty good prospect as well. I'm happy with this. Like, I can't complain. Like, this is what everything I wanted in this trade, because you're getting some prospects, you're getting young players that can fit the rebuild for now and the retool for now. You get an asset in Iafallo who is expiring at the after next year, so you can trade him if you want, and you'll have another asset in that potentially as a deadline move, depending on how things look. This is a traditional Kevin Cheveldayoff trade in all elements, and I like it. Like, I really thought Chevy was going to get ripped off on this one. I didn't think the Jets had much leverage. Thank God there was a bidding war, it seemed like, at the end, with the Rangers, the Kings, and the Habs jumping back into it, and the Kings end up winning it. And I'm gotta say, guys, I'm very, very, very happy with the way that this return came out for us. Let's go over the trade. Let's go over it. You guys can see what I'm talking about. It's time to break it down. Let's go into the details because Chevy got himself an absolute W. So the trade is in its entirety is Alex Iafallo, Gabriel Vilardi, Alex Iafallo, excuse me, Rasmus Kapara, and a second-round pick in the 2024 draft that ironically is a Montreal pick. Thanks, Montreal. And all they're getting is Dubois, which is huge because it looked like this trade was going to be Dubois, Jansen Harkins, and potentially another player going back, but it didn't end up happening that way. So we still have Harkins to flip because he does have some value. And if you're looking to trade Scheifele, if you're looking to trade Wheeler, Harkins is a young asset that had a really, really good season with the Moose. I don't like him, but other teams might, and that's okay. So you're finding value right now in guys you didn't really know you had. Harkins, I didn't think there would be that much appeal for. I honestly thought the Jets would just deal him out like they did with the Nick Patan-Par Lindholm swap way back when at a couple deadlines 3-4 years ago. But at the end of the day, you're getting really good assets now. Like, Pierre Luc Dubois is Pierre Luc Dubois, 63-point guy at his highest point total ever this season. 8 goals is a career high. He had 27 last year. And all of that really came in with hot streaks, excuse me. Like, he was so streaky, as that entire Jets team was. But at the end of the day, when the Jets sucked at 25 years old, Dubois was not able to elevate his game and carry and help his line mates out. He really wasn't able to. In the playoffs, he was invisible, and I've never really liked the fit of him in Winnipeg. Never have. Never liked the trade when it went down with Laine, and even though it's still, at the end of the day, Laine is gone and we're getting all these guys back in the end of the day, I like this move. I think this move makes us a better team right now, especially with bringing in two guys that are going to shore up the top 6 and the bottom 6. You're getting a very, very hard-working young player in Gabriel Vilardi, who had 41 points last year, a career high, 23 goals, 18 assists, only 23 years old, younger than Dubois by 2 years. I think he could have an explosive year in Winnipeg. I really like Vilardi's game. I always have. He's been one of my favorite Kings for a while now, going back to 2019, and even when he was drafted at 11th overall in 2017, I liked that pick at the time, and I still do now, and I'm glad he's on the Jets. I think this is a really good ad. I think Vilardi has potential to be better than Pierre Luc Dubois. I think that he can elevate his game more than Dubois has, and that's just what I've seen. Dubois had really good moments, but he never continuously put his game together and was a dominant player, because dominant players, you know, don't cap out at 63 points. At the end of the day, you need more than that, especially if you're making $8.5 million, and I don't know, I just don't see it. And Alex Iafallo has been a consistent depth guy that reminds me of Matthew Perreault a lot. An undrafted player, 36 points last year, his career high 37 the year before, 14 goals last year, 22 assists. This guy's going to fit in great with the bottom 6. That third line, I think him and Adam Lowry will have great chemistry down there, and depending on how Adam Lowry goes into training camp and how they decide to juggle the lines, you know, maybe he plugs in there with somebody else. I don't know. I'm liking this move. You get in a really good depth player in Iafallo, who's a dog, who works hard, who is the exact type of player the Jets need in their bottom 6, who can score, who works hard, and is kind of, in a way, like Nino Niederreiter. So you're getting two really good assets really quickly for your bottom 6 in Nino Niederreiter and Alex Iafallo. And then on top of that, you're getting Rasmus Kupari, who, again, last year wasn't an amazing year. He was drafted 20th overall in 2018. He's got pretty good stats. Like, you can't deny that. Like, he is a hardworking younger guy at 23 years old. He wasn't the best last year, but I think that there's a good chance that he can, grow on his game in Winnipeg. And, again, I'm liking this right now because you're getting good young players with the future considerations of them being better than what Dubois is right now. Like, you just got 3 players. One guy in Velarde who you're going to need to lock up long-term, who's the future. You got Iafallo, who's good for the right now window and helping this team stay competitive. Because, look, at the end of the day, if the Jets are able to make trades and swap guys in and bring in real talent, because I didn't really think they would. I didn't think they were going to... I didn't know what this Dubois trade was going to look like. So, at the end of the day, I'm happy with this. I didn't think Chevy was going to find a way to bring in guys that I would like to help the team win now and for the future. And he did that perfectly in Velarde and getting Iafallo, as well as Kupari, and that second-round pick, and that's all we give up in Dubois. You're getting three good players back, one really good player, a really good solid player, and a good prospect, a second-round pick, and all you're giving up is Dubois. And they're overpaying at $8.5 million for Dubois. This is an absolute win for the Winnipeg Jets as of right now. We'll see how this trade grows, but this is everything you could have wanted for Dubois. Unless maybe you were on the train of getting more picks for the future. I don't know if I was, not with the Dubois asset the way it was. But look at the lines right now. Obviously, these can change with Wheeler buyout looming and Mark Scheifele potentially being traded out. But Kyle Connor, Scheifele, Ehlers, Perfetti with Velarde and Iafallo, Niederreiter with Adam Lowry and Blake Wheeler, Rasmus Kupari, David Gustafsson, Mason Appleton. I'm sorry, but you take Wheeler out, you plug somebody else in. You got Cole Perfetti coming back next year and should be healthy. A full season of Nino Niederreiter. I already think this team is starting to look better than what it was last year because there's actual change happening to this club. Like, I really like this move. I don't know if Iafallo plays in the top 6. I am not sure yet, but Velarde's a great get. Really, really good get. I really like Velarde's game, and these lines are not terrible. And with more moves on the way, Wheeler getting bought out, you've got some cap there to spend, maybe some trades. You look to move out Scheifele. I don't know. Things are looking okay in Winnipeg right now compared to where we were a month ago. I'm really happy right now, and I think that you guys should be too. I think that this trade works out well. The only reason you shouldn't be happy right now is if you're a Kings fan. I'm being real with you. Kings fans, I do not like this trade. I do not like Dubois as a player. I've watched him play a lot. I saw him play in Columbus a lot. I just don't think Dubois got it. I think Dubois is a whiny guy, and I don't think he's going. I don't think he's the X factor that you guys think he might be. But again, I could be wrong. But I just saw a lot of hockey recently with him playing it, and I was never a giant fan of Dubois. So I'm loving this trade. I think it's a great step in the right direction for the offseason, for the direction of the club. You're actually moving out a cancer. You're bringing in good value. That's step 1. It's not over yet. Am I praising Chevy? No. I'm giving him a pat on the back and saying, good job. Now let's get going, because you got to get out Wheeler, you got to get out Scheifele, bring in some more talent, and let's see what happens. Let's bring in some young guys. Let's go to the draft and see what happens. Maybe you get some opportunity to move Wheeler in a capped up situation. Maybe you move down in the draft. I don't know. The point is that Chevy has to be active still. Step 1 is done, getting rid of Dubois. Step 2, make this team better. And obviously, this is a good start, but you're going to need a lot more improvement. I think the next big step is going to be on the defense, as well as trading out some guys, making some room down there, as well as the Wheeler buyout, which is definitely looming. But yeah, I'm really happy with this trade, guys. I think this worked out perfectly for the Jets. They were able to get good assets. They weren't able to just get, crap from Montreal because they had their hands tied behind their back. They were able to have a bidding war for the guy that they needed to move, and they got value for that guy. At the end of the day, you gotta love it. And the fact that the Kings actually gave him an $8.5 million contract, like, my God. I know I heard the rumors of 9.5, but that's still too close. I'm sorry, but he is not worth that much money. So Kings fans, good luck with that overpayment, because I am not a fan of it. So let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section below. Jets fans, how are we feeling? I'm pretty freaking hyped. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I will see you guys tomorrow with draft day coverage. Probably not streaming it because of work schedule and whatnot, but you bet your butts that I'll be covering the picks when they're made and all the other news we hear about the Jets. So stay tuned for that. Peace, love, and positivity as always. Go Jets, go! Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and check out the other affiliate links, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and positivity. I already said that. I'm repeating myself. Okay, bye.